If you've been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when your girl's going to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback, the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life, and you towards a positive direction. If you feel like the videos are very informative to you, give you good vibes, inspiration that you would love to share with your loved ones, family, or friends, um, or even fellow empaths that are going through trying times at the moment and needing confirmation, validation for life path or even soul purposes, or just even needing, spiritual guidance, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give it a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for love and support. I even know I messed up my intro, but my bad. I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. Let me turn this music up. And it's just like certain meditations I have to keep turning down, and there are certain ones that I have to keep turning up. And it's like, can't live to fail sometimes. But the meditation music I'm listening to in the background is called 999 Hertz Shamanic Healing Meditation Music, Soul Ritual Purification, Deep Healing Power, and it's the channel's called Healing Meditation. So you should stop by there and see what kind of meditations that you may find interesting. The video I'm about to do today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, the devil is big mad because he cannot stop what has already been manifested. And that's so true. And it's just like so many people I'm connecting with right now. It makes you feel like you're being watched. If you used to be an addict towards something, they're trying, the devil is bringing people your way, even the people from your past that you may have talked to are trying to come back in your lives. Even the lurkers. I try to call them lurkers, darklings, whatever, harbingers. These things will make you feel like you're constantly being watched. It makes you very paranoid. It can feel like somebody's about to harp on you at any time. Is it because they're trying to see how they're calculating you? And when people are, tell me about it, and I always tell people, when you feel that way, if there's certain people that you keep bumping into, or it's like make it feel like, man, I might be imagining things. If they approach you, you have to be able to kill them with kindness. Don't allow yourself to be thinking about any kind of weak, any things that, I'm not saying you're weak, but situations that it is going to be very emotional. They're trying to study you because it's like when they're at this, devil knows something big is about to present itself. So he keeps, he'll have people turn on you, the people that you truly hold near and dear. You're going to turn them on you. It'll probably put your whole family in a chaos. They'll try to box you in. It's just like, you keep going through if things are just hitting you hard, hard, and hard, they're trying to break you down in every way possible. So you have to allow yourself to stay focused on no matter what. Allow yourself to be healed from everything that's taking place in your life. I know I just did my other video about detaching yourself emotionally, and you have to do that because it's like with everything that's going on right now, and we're going through this quarantine, lockdown, social distancing, because this is something that it had needed to be done. You know, um, and it's a scary situation, and all these different things is taken about and got everybody, it's like so many people send me videos about, what'll help cure this. What's the cure or whatever. So it's just like you don't know whether these things are a gimmick or these things that's going to actually hurt you worse than what it already is, make you more prone to get what those things are. All these different things is taking place in your life, and it's like, every day I have to allow myself to know I'm a work in progress. You can't sit up here and say, oh, okay, until I get my blessings, nothing's going to make me mad. So you have to allow yourself to not, because at times when we ask God, please give me the strength and patience to deal with things that I do not understand that's going on in my life right now. And you have to allow yourself to maintain, staying focused. It's like anytime, because right now a lot of things are coming up like past vomit. I always call them past vomit. It's like when you burp and that nasty, taste you get in the mouth or whatever. It's like that, but it's just like when those things come up, you have to allow yourself to say, I'm now releasing. These things have hurt me, just hurt me, distract me, confused me, angered me, or disappointed me. but they all brought a lesson of value, and it's no longer needed. And then you have to allow yourself to just like acting like you're blowing it out towards like blowing out bubble, those what are them little things, bubble, the bubbles that you take out when the little kids, and or even like a balloon, anything. Every time y'all, my energy is really shifting today because it's like turning my face purple, then it turns my face blue, then it gets like to normal where it's very light. This thing is just crazy to me. But yeah, it's like all these different things are taking place where I know people are really going through it right now. And you have to understand the devil is busy. When they see that there are blessings coming from all different directions and you're needed for a mission, he can't stop manifesting this. It's like, people think it's something that is on its way here. Baby, this has been here for a long time. It's been here that whole time. And is whatever you're going through transformation, whatever this is going through different transformation too. See, now my face is lightening up. And I'm going to show you. You see my computer, it hasn't changed. This is that one. It's not changing. But yet the color in my face it keeps changing. Let's see, like it did it again. All these different things is taking place. Oh my God, that's so distracting. Everything that's taking place is, the devil is going to use it to an advantage, but is asshole. Also, the universe is using it to, strengthen you as well. Devil wants to make sure, and there's people I've talked to. I'm like, hey, you need to be careful. Don't go back. Be careful of the company you're keeping. You know, not allowing, just opening yourself up to a lot of people. It's like so many things is going on where I see like the devil, like if you got you on a pole and he's trying to tie you there, and it's like he's trying to put you in that stagnant, and there's so many people there, going through a lot of things that you're really trying to come to terms with. And it's like it's at that time, it's like a none or never, now or never type situation. Either you have your choice to evolve or you have your choice to remain. Because if you remain, it's going to be like your blessings just going to pass you by, and you have to allow yourself to really keep focused on that. Yes, you have been through situations that has really messed you up to the core. Yes, you have been through things that where you may have been robbed of your innocence. Somebody hasn't, been held responsible for the things that has done to you. This is that time where you can't allow yourself to let that take place. Because it's like when I had my conversation with my soul sister yesterday, after I got off the phone, I said, you know what, after this has taken place in my life, I don't want to ever mention this again. And it's just like uh my experiences has brought me here. It gave me a platform to be able to have people relate to me in many ways as I can relate to them. I love what I do. This is my passion. You know, um, just being able to cover so much content because we all go through different things. There's times we fall short on our insecurities, things that we don't like about ourselves or even like about our situations. And it's just when you're being in that type of vibe, it's not going to do anything except make the situation worse. But it's just like you have to allow yourself, if you know these are things that you can change within your life, allow yourself to be fair to yourself. It's not going to happen overnight, but allow yourself to go ahead and do something. That's whatever your situation is, apply something to do differently. Like if you're not happy in your situation, like in your karmic situation like I'm in, allowing myself to, dance around, have extra, work out, and when I work out, and a lot of times it's like my body is going through all these different aches and pains. Like, shoot, take a pain reliever and go ahead and, do what you can do. But when your body is like tensing up or having those sharp pains where you can't deal with it, allow yourself to take a breather for a minute, and it's just like a lot of things, especially if you had some injuries. God, dog, now I got my face looking gray. Ugh. Okay. Just distracting. But anything, that, because a lot of us have that lower body, pain and stuff like that. Because I used to be really active. I used to work out all the time, but it just seems since I opened up on my spiritual awakening, it just seemed like everything messed up. I gained a lot of weight, from not dealing with my addictions and all these different things, but I'm allowing myself to change those things. So if those are the things that I'm not happy about and I can change it, that's all you can do is just change it. You can't complain about certain things, and if you're not doing anything for it, allowing yourself to stay focused on what matters right now. I say, I used to say constantly about what I went through, and I said, you know what, Rosalind, you really need to not bring that up anymore. If people want to know what happened to you, tell them to go back to different videos and they can understand what is taking place. And I said, I have to be able to allow myself to see that as that. If I say, oh yeah, I really went through some really messed up things, but these are the things that enriched me, enlightened me. These are the things that's made me stronger. These are the things that had taken place in my life for me to have a new view out on my life, having courage of my path, and keep allowing myself to keep growing and learning. It just seems like my gift becomes a lot stronger when I connect with different people. And it's just like we all have a story to tell. We have all experienced our pain, our setbacks, our failures, where we've been friends with people and we have sacrificed a lot of things when you didn't get that in return. And a lot of times that can either make you bitter or better, and I'd rather have the choice of the better, And I used to be that where I used to be mad. It's like I would never do anybody like that, and it used to hold a grudge, but didn't realize I'm only hurting myself because I'm holding on to something I can't change. They showed you how they were. You have to appreciate that. Now you can allow yourself to just let that go, even if they don't apologize to you what they did, or even when they have. If either or, you have to allow yourself to keep moving. Other people are other people, and it's just like if you've been a good friend to somebody, or been a good girlfriend, or a good guy, guy friend, or a husband or a wife, whatever, and you didn't do anything to end whatever you had going on or being treated like that, that's more their loss than it is yours. You have to allow yourself to keep moving. So the devil is really trying to stay busy with us, and it's just like how people say, oh, the devil busy, but just don't give him something to work with. I said, don't give them something to work with, because people are like, Roz, sis, this and this and that. I said, I'm staying prepared. And when you stay prepared, that means you expect the unexpectable. You have to be able to do that, because it's like when the devil sees what's taking place. And matter of fact, good note that I did, because I took a picture and put it on my community post, and then I also put it on my social media post as well. I said, I was watching Devil's Advocate, yesterday, and it was like a movie from 1997 with Keanu Reeves, who else? Al Pacino, and it was so many other actors I've seen throughout the movies. I can't know them by name or whatever, but in Charlize Theron, I love that movie. There's a lot of movies I love with Al Pacino anyway, especially Scarface. Um, but it was like Keanu walking all out the building, in the streets of New York, and you see nobody out there. You see no cars out there. There's no people walking around, and he's just looking like this is a city that never daggone sleep. Where everybody at? And the next thing you know, we got this going on, because I was talking on the phone. And I was like, well, wait a minute, hold the daggone phone. They were like, what? And I'm just like, man, I'm like, if this ain't art, it's imitating life, imitating art, imitating life. It's like all this stuff is going on, because it's like when I see, there's, I got, my soul family, lives in New York, and I meant to ask them, I'm like, man, is this really like that? You don't see, I've never seen, New York like cleared out like that, and it's so scary because there's like a billion people in daggone New York, and seeing that, and that's letting you know. And if anybody ever seen that movie, I ain't gonna give no spoilers, but it's pretty much what's going down. We all love always conquers everything. I'll just say it that way. I'll just say it that way. Now, I'm gonna let you sink onto that. If you have never watched that movie before, please, if you got any kind of streaming or anything, like you can get on the websites, please watch Devil's Advocate from 1997. What did I say? Al Pacino, Keanu Reeves, and Charlize Theron. And I've always connected with, even Charlize Theron too, and Keanu. They're both empaths and stuff like that. So it's like all those different things. You're when you're allowing yourself to grow through your pain, allowing yourself to use your pain as a milestone of being better. It's just like, yes, this broke me down. Yes, this is took me places I never wanted to be again. The situation had me in the dark, and it's not bad to be in the dark, because that's where your healing takes place, your strengthening takes place. You're doing that shadow work. You're allowing yourself to really see things for its purest form, and a lot of times it's not pretty. You know, truth is not always pretty, but it needs to be said. It needs to be acknowledged. When you're allowing yourself to hold on to things, you're mad about everything, and it's just like I have to allow myself, and I get that way at times too, because especially with everything I'm dealing with, it's hard, and it's like right now, this has always been a sensitive subject to me just because this is around the time I lost my best friend and I lost, my dad. So it is just like in both theirs, he was 21st of this month and she was the 22nd. So it's like this is at that time where I really get my feelings right now. So it's just like, I got them spiritually with me. I hear them all the time, and it's just like you have to don't give the devil something to do. Don't give him something to use against you, because they'll bring up, oh, you remember when this happened? Yeah, I remember. The hell I did it, but I don't need you to remind me about what has taken place. I know, but it no longer has that effect on me. When you take your emotions out of that sequence, it can't touch you anymore. It don't, if you can sit up there and see it, yeah, this is the most painful thing I've been through. But you know what? It gave me that boost to allow myself to know I never want to feel that way again. I see what if it was from my decisions or from me rushing into things or me, when red flags were there, I ignored those things. I appreciate what the situation has taken me to. Because it's like when I see all the situations that brought me to this form, and I allow myself to really see it, no matter about what anybody's negativity is, what their insecurity is, how they want to come at me sideways. That is more about you and less about me. Because if I don't allow myself to engage in it or pay it, no, never mind, it's not going to bother me because I'm allowing myself to keep staying on my grind, allowing myself to keep going towards what I'm manifesting, allowing myself to achieve things I never done before. But this is going to make me do better because when you're on those situations where you've been boxed in and it makes you feel like you're in a nightmare you can't wake up from, those are the things that should keep you determined to know, even though I might be in a situation for a minute, it doesn't mean I'm going to be here forever. Because you have to be able to keep telling yourself that, even if you got to go in, in front of your mirror and have I am affirmations. I am going to overcome this. I am going to conquer this. I am not going to allow somebody to place me in a situation that is not serving me. I'm not going to allow myself to go through something that is no longer serving me. Allowing myself to appreciate my winnings, but also allowing myself to appreciate my failures. And when you allow yourself to really do that, we all got to, things we have done is not, it's not something to be proud of. But if you no longer are at that moment where you have done those things, that only made you better, you know? So allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to heal, allow yourself to walk away from who is and what is no longer serving you. Don't allow yourself to go backwards just because things get uncomfortable. It's going to get uncomfortable. If you want change is going to take place. Not, change is not always easy to go through. As soon as I said that, all chills start coming out. It's like, but it's true though. And it's just like change is not easy. See, this daggone my energy is changing like crazy right about now, and messing my eyes up like crazy too. But, all these different things are taking place in your life where you really truly need to understand what is being said to you indirectly. You can see things, but you're not really looking. You can hear things and not even really be listening. People can speak, but you're not hearing them talk. It's all about what you decide to focus on. If you're going to see your situation as something as a hindrance, something that is, in stagnation, something that you don't feel like you can get over, you don't feel like you can grow from it, or you don't feel like you can heal from it, you are making that your reality. You have to allow yourself each and every day, even when the littlest things work in your nerves, and when you're ready to go, everything start working on your nerves. There could be a daggone Lego block on the floor. You about to be cussing out everybody and their mama and probably even the Lego company about why that Lego is on your floor. So that lets you know you need to take a chill pill. You need to work on you, heal thyself, and get to know myself and calm thyself. You need to do all those things and allow yourself not to be like that, because it's just like, I had to allow myself, I had to give myself this pep talk every day, damn near. But then it's just like, even I go back and listen to my videos, and it's like me talking to my higher self, and it's like, Roslynn, you're right. And she's like, I know. Blessed be. I'm like, I was like, dang it, shut up, Roslyn. But I have to really appreciate everything I went through. And I have to tell myself that because it took a lot for me to get out of that. It took me a lot to not be angry. It took me a lot to not do something that was going to cost me a lot of bail money or some jail stay. It's like all those different things is taking place in my life for a reason of very valuable purposes. And so if I allow myself to see it as a something I've conquered that was very big, which is very big, because it's like if you're just going through one hurtful situation, yes, it can be there, you know, something that you're really working on, healing from. But when universe tests you about three or four things at one time, they got that confidence in you that you're gonna overachieve. That you're gonna overachieve it. You ain't gonna just achieve it, but you're gonna overachieve, and it's going to be used as an example for many ways. And that's the reason why when I allow myself to really step back and look at all the angles, even though I might be in a stressful situation, it's like my higher self as well as my spirits that love me, and say instead of just looking at the things that has really hurt you or the things that's been taken from you, about the people that have did everything up under the sun, you don't pay attention to that. Look at how your voice of reason is helping so many people. There are people just contacting you. It's like I talked to almost damn near 20 people yesterday. 20 people. If it went through email, it was text message. One from text messages, it was like I was on the phone with my homegirl, and it was just like all these different things that I was doing, and it was just like I can see if I was just sitting here in my feelings and thinking about everything that was negative or whatever, but it was about positivity. It was about, even though if I said something from my past and I said I'm not going to do that no more, it's like after what we talked about, what I discussed, that would be it. I'm not saying that anymore. Because even though you forgive it, when you have to forgive, you have to let go. You can't use that as an example anymore. You can sit up here and say, yeah, I went through some really, trife stuff. So I'm not going to go into detail about that. If you want to, you can go, look at a couple other videos that I have back. They'll be drawing you, if you want to know. Certain things will draw you to what I went through, the things that I've endured. It wasn't pretty, you know, but they allowed me to see that you must be very strong for you to endure this and you're still here. You're still in your right mind. There's days I cry. Okay, that's normal. Being able to face your feelings, being able to admit how you're feeling. Because if you say you're fine, knowing good and well you're ready to punch the wall from the inside, or you're allowing yourself to be numb. I know people that say that I don't cry. I feel like, I'm weak if I cry. No, you're weak when you're not allowing yourself to cry because you're not allowing yourself to feel those emotions. You're not allowing you're not acknowledging the things that you really need to come to terms with, and that's sad. And it's like I've known people that are like that. And so you have to be able to allow yourself to cry. Because even I hate people seeing me here crying. I'm like, oh, don't go into that ugly cry. I'm like, I don't want to do all that. So I have to allow myself to be like, okay, give me a minute, give me a minute, but everything is happening for a reason, and I really, when I allow myself to really just peep everything that's going on, like, girl, you're doing some good things. You're really doing some good things. You don't realize you have helped people face their fears. You have helped them, on those times that were very heavy for them, or they were about to go back to their old ways, and you gave them that message to let them know, yeah, it's tough, but just keep going. Because there's so many times I said, girl, you a good one. Because there'll be so many things that be weighing heavy on my heart and my mind. And I'll be my own prisoner in my own pain. And I said, I can't do that anymore. That door is open. Because a lot of times we feel like I can't get over this. I can't get out of it. This is going, it's taking too long to get out of it. Because if you're not allowing yourself to just plant that seed, and if you keep watching it every 5 minutes, it's not going to grow like that. It's growing up under there, but you have to allow yourself to nurture it. You have to make sure it has enough sunlight. You got to make sure you're feeding it the right things, watering it at certain times, protected it from, different shades of weather that might damage what you're trying to blossom. And those are the things you have to do with your path. Those are the things you have to do with self. Because it's just the fact, like I've said, we all signed up that crazy contract about everything that we done sit up here and said we were going to do, and just didn't read the fine print. But these are the things that's going to make you so much better. And that's the reason why you had to endure these things. You hate where the world is right now. You would love for there to be love conquering over everything. And that's why all the things had to take place in life. Because if we didn't experience experience heartache, you ain't gonna be looking forward going to so much things that's gonna make your heart shine. If you haven't been in a bad relationship, how are you gonna know when you get in a good one to make sure you're doing everything that you didn't do in those past failed relationships or the things you made wrong decisions for? You're gonna make sure you apply that to your new relationship and make sure those things don't happen. So you can't invest in the good if you never sacrifice with bad. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that because if you didn't never go through those things, you wouldn't. When good things come, you ain't gonna know what to do. Like, okay, that's good. You get complacent, and next, that mess done up and flew away. You be like, I doubt. Why that? Some people do that. They, when they get into a relationship, they do all these things up under the sun, and then when they finally get in that relationship, then they start getting comfortable and feel like, Dag, I got you. I ain't gotta do nothing else. You allowing yourself to be low maintenance, and you shouldn't do that. It's like, you should be able to do things when you're in a relationship and you really do cherish what you have and you don't want to lose it. You're going to do everything in your power except lose your happiness, your self-respect, or even your dignity. If it costs all those things, it's way too daggone expensive. You don't need all that. Turn it back to sender, give that receipt, and go get your money back. You know, it's just like you have to allow yourself to really go through those emotions. But it's like when devils seen that you have manifested your love for yourself, that made them mad. You manifest your strength to where even though you may go through something, but you got that bounce back game that he can't even touch. It may be like you fall, you ain't gonna be that. I fallen and I can't get up. You gonna bounce your ass back up. If you busted your hip, you busted your chin or whatever, you gonna get back up. Like damn, okay, all right. Well, I'm good. I'm good. You be hobbling and junk, and you still be good. And he don't like that. When you manifested being focused, you'll have all type of enemies coming back out the woodworks, having people coming back bringing up old stuff, don't know you on that new stuff. You have to allow yourself to do that, because when the devil be playing many games. That's why I say you gotta watch devil's advocate, because you see he's like, what's your name? I have many names. He really do. It's like, but all of those are damn lie anyway. But you have to go on what you got to go on through, because it's like, if they didn't think that you have what it takes to do this mission, you wouldn't be going through the stuff you're going through. That's why you're going through so much hell right now, because when you have gone through that, and then when you finally face what you got to face, it ain't even gonna bust a grape. It ain't gonna even hurt you, because you don't went through that hell. You don't experience so many dark times, and it's like, when soon as you got out of one or two, 20 more done came piling up on that, and you had no choice but to face it. You had no choice but to come to terms with it. And you had to allow yourself to appreciate what that pain has taught you, and allow yourself to keep going for what you know, going for more than what you know, because you knew what it felt like to be in that situation. You got comforted through your storm, but then you became that daggone storm. And it's just like, whatever's going to come at you, like I said, don't give the devil something to work with. If you ain't stuck on the old stuff, you can't bring up that stuff. They'll use your toxic situations and add more of that to it, because it's just like, your healer is the one who really breaks you. When it comes to my situation, my ex, my mom's ex, and his family, whatever, they've done those things. And I was just like, when I allow myself, I ain't talking, just to have a good talk. I really fully truly believe that. It's like, when they had stripped me away from everything, broke me down to where I felt like I was going to lose it, and I couldn't fathom that they did this to me. But then when I allowed myself to take that day by day, there's days I still cry. There's times I talk to my dad and telepathically, and just tell him how much I physically miss him. I wish we could have had this connection. And those are the things. But you can't control the past. You can't stop the past. The past is already gone. All you can do is learn from it and keep it moving. Allow you to know the things that you have went through. Make sure you keep that part of you. You can forgive and you let go, but you're not going to forget what that situation brought you. You ain't going to forget about, certain people or certain things that, has put you in that spot that wasn't so comfortable. So when you allow yourself, even when you see somebody has really, did some things, to you, and you see them out in the street, just say hello and keep going. Because when you allow yourself to get back in them feelings, that's letting you know right there, hey, you need to work on that. You still allowing that person to take power over your life. They're taking your happiness and they have no problem. There's some people that don't mind doing that because they're not happy. And there's some people that want misery loves company. You can't allow yourself, that's something you're not gonna RSVP. Don't allow yourself to do that. Do what you need to do. Don't let the devil, don't give the devil nothing. Don't do that. So but I would love to give a post notification shout out to was it Emmanuel? Samuel, I'm sorry. I got a Emmanuel and a Samuel. Much love to you, Getta, as well, and Sherry Nelson. Much love to you as well, too. Like and subscribe. Drop a line. I would love the chance to hear from you. What is that? Love chance to hear from you. Yeah, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I would love to hear from you. Give me a thumbs up, share, tell people about the channel. Um, what else? Drop a line. I would love to give you a post notification shout out. I hope you. It's bad. I always thought this was still Sunday. It's Monday. Okay. I hope you have a prosperous week. Be safe. Make sure you sanitize, stay clean, do whatever you got to do. Um, if you need to get in touch with me privately, you can find me on Facebook Messenger, and drop me a line. Let me know if you've been with me for a while and you've been dropping comments. Please, if you don't have the same name that's here that you do, like if you have on Facebook Messenger, let me know who you go by, and we connect here, or you're a part of the Heyoka family. And, I'll try to help you with anything I can with your spiritual path and give you that understanding. If I can, I'll send you whatever I need to send you to take you along that way. Um, what else I was going to say? I was going to say something else. But know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. That my daggone light is like so distracting to me, y'all. My damn energy is all crazy right now. Um, yeah, and whatever we talk about is confidential, so you don't have to worry about that going anywhere. Know you're truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And on there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray that whatever you're trying to manifest into your life comes 100,000 times more than what you even expected or even what you prayed for, or it come and not or but and it comes so much sooner than you expected to. Make sure, even when during social distancing and quarantine, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity words, vibes, frequencies. You never know, those things can take somebody a long way. So I'll see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace and be well.